Family and friends, each of us knows that marriage is not created by law or ceremony. It's in the hearts of two human beings. This ceremony is not magic. It's not going to create a relationship that doesn't already exist. And it has not already been celebrated in all the commitments Samantha and Andre had made to each other. Marriage is a bold step into an unknown future. It's risking who we are for the sake of who we can be. In marriage, two lives are intimately shared. Blending of the two must not diminish each other, but instead enhance the individuality of the partner. Samantha and Andre are a great example of two individuals that, when together, complement each other and become a strong, unbreakable unity. Their journey can easily be summed up in two words: steadfast and resilient. They didn't let anything get in the way of their love. They fought and they stood by it. This isn't hard to believe because by nature, Samantha and Andre are strong. They bravely defend and protect our communities. And during the course of their relationship, they had to defend what came natural to them, their love for each other. This world can be a place of harm, especially this year. But through the years and to this moment, they remained strong and still, holding on to each other as the rest of the world spun around them. Prior to the wedding, I had Dre and Sam write some thoughts about how their relationship has evolved. The good, the bad, and the funny. So here's what they had to say. In the words of Samantha, Andre and I met at work, where he was tasked to being my field training officer for about 2 months. We did not get along. I thought he was the most arrogant, douchey, stuck-up asshole out there. He even told me if this job doesn't work out, you can always go into waste management. However, he was hard on me, pushed me to do better, tested my limits, all these things that made me a better street cop and a better human being. We talked for about 4 months and then he randomly texted me, yo, yo, yo. I asked, "Do you know who you're texting?" He said yes, and that he was hitting the goose. This is the douchiness kicking in again. We agreed to meet for drinks, but I was too nervous to go alone, so I brought my friend Amanda. From that day forward, we hit it off and kept seeing more of each other. I knew I was in love with him despite my past trauma and chaos and unsteadiness. Andre asked, "What can I do to keep you safe, calm, and reassured?" No matter the circumstances that Andre and I face, he remains the constant. Some of my favorite moments of him are the noises he makes when he first falls asleep. They sound like tubes coming from his mouth. When I wake up from a nap and I don't know where I am, I hear his giggle and deep belly laugh, and it's good for my soul. When we argue, neither of us stay mad, so we try to make the other one laugh. Being knocked out by a massive wave in Aruba, watching him dig my car out of his driveway in a snowstorm, our dance parties together, just the two of us, his awful dancing. When he toots, he pretends it's the dog or the house is cracking. In his retired affliction clothing and awful leather boots and jacket.
Beautiful.
In the words of Andre, I have never met anyone that shows so much love and compassion for others, including animals and all living things except spiders. She puts others before herself. During a dark time in my life, Samantha was there for me, whether it was a call or text her to meet me. She would drop everything and come through. I was amazed. I could see it in her eyes that this was not fake. I've never seen or felt this from anyone I've crossed paths with, and I know this is the person I want to spend the rest of my days with. I am head over heels in love. Some of my favorite memories of her are going to Lake Mille Lacs, away from people, just her, me, and the boy. Purchasing our own home and calling it ours. Spending our nights at home together. Our trips together like Mexico, Chicago, and the cruise. Pulling over on the side of the road for some fun. You said I could say anything. take Samantha to be your wife, to have and to hold, for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish from this day forward until death do you part.
I do.
Do you, Samantha, take Andre to be your husband, to have and to hold, for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish from this day forward until death do you part?
I do.
So Sam's vows to Andre. Andre, as I write my vows, know that I already have tears in my eyes, as usual. At last the day is finally here. We become husband and wife. We made it. I can only imagine how ecstatic you are that my wedding meltdowns will be over. I want so badly to be able to explain all the love I have for you. The only way I can truly do that is by honoring you and making these promises. I promise to take you as you are now, tomorrow, and for eternity as my husband. Even when the day comes that you're old and gray, sooner you than me, I promise to always see you with the same eyes and same heart that I see you with in this exact moment. So today I promise to honor, respect, support, and encourage you. I promise to dream with you, celebrate with you, and walk beside you through whatever life brings us. I promise to laugh with you, comfort you during times of joy and times of sorrow. I promise to always pursue you, fight for you, love you unconditionally and wholeheartedly for the rest of my life. Unless you continue to slam the kitchen cupboards, then we're going to have major problems. I can't promise that I won't walk in the door at home only to love and greet Vito, Camila, and Sunny first, but you are always number one in my heart. You are my best friend, my confidant, and I promise to keep you in our life as black and brown for the rest of our days together. Samantha, Andre's vows to you. You, Samantha, have been my girlfriend, my fiance, and now my wifey. You are all those things and more. You are my true love, my dream, my rock. No matter the name, you are my everything. Today I take you as my wife, my best friend, and the love of my life for as long as we both shall live. It is my honor to now pronounce you husband and wife. Andre and Sam seal the completion of this wedding ceremony, both in law and love, with your first kiss as a married couple. Andre and Sam are here today because we support you, the story you have written, and the story you have yet to write. You're not alone in valuing this unity that you have chosen to be in together. We respect it, we support it, and tonight we're going to celebrate it. Friends and family, it is my great honor to be the first to announce to you Mr. and Mrs. Jerome.